you all are safe at home, enjoying holidays and studying also. So in previous week we studied few topics. So at first we should revise these all, and then after we will continue our new topics. They were types of functions. So the first one was mathematical function. It includes a few functions and they are sum. Okay. In mid, these are the parentheses, and in between these parentheses we pass the arguments. Arguments means range. Range is the cells that we are selecting to add, to perform the function. Suppose I am going to add the values that are in A1 up to A4, so I will provide the sum function. I will keep these all as a range. So it will add the values. Others are product. Here also range. Suppose I have written here A1, A2, so it is the range, so it will multiply the values that are inside these cells. Next is mode. What is the use of this mode? Mode function is used to find the remainder. Suppose I am going to use this mode function, so it will divide the first number by the second number and it will give you the remainder as an answer. So if I will divide this 8 by 3, then it will give you 2 as a remainder. Next are count. In this, suppose I have written here few numbers, so it will count the number of data in these cells. I have entered 4 data in this cell, so the answer will be 4. The next one is int function. What is the use of int function? Int function is used to give the integer value as a result. A number have two parts, integer and decimal part. So this integer function is used to evaluate the integer part. Suppose the number is 16.2. So in answer it will give you 16 as a answer. Okay. Now the logical functions. They are also related to mathematical functions, and they are, first one is max. Here I will write the range. Suppose I have written here A1 to A8. So it will consider the data that are considered in this range, and it will give you the maximum number as a answer. The next one is min. So I am providing here a range, so it will give you the minimum value. Okay. Next one is average. Average function is used to find the average, and of which numbers it will find the average? It will find the average of the range that you will provide here. Okay. Suppose there are 4 numbers in that range, 2, 4, 8, 3. So it will find the average of these numbers. This is the range A1, A2, A3, A4. So we consider the first cell address and the last cell address. Then A1 ratio A4. It is the range. Okay. Next is text functions. What are text functions? Text functions are the functions that we apply on the text values, means the string, the letters that uses A to Z. Okay. They are, first is len. What is len? Len is length. The text that is inside it will give you the length of that text in number as a answer. Suppose I have written here boat. So it will give you the answer 4, because the length of boat is 4. Next is concatenate. Concatenate is to join two strings, two texts. Suppose we are having two texts T1, T2. So it will join these two texts and it will give the combined value. Next is left T1, 3. Suppose any text is there and I have to find the leftmost 3 characters. If I will write here 4, it will give you leftmost 4 characters. So in this way we can find the leftmost characters. Next is right. Same procedure. It will give you rightmost 3 characters as the answer. So in the text functions we are having 4 categories. Then concatenate, left and right. Okay. The next is date function. It is having 4 parts. In date functions we are having 4 types. First is today function. It gives you the today's date. Okay. If you want to find out the month, then you will write here month and then today. Okay, so it will give you the month of today. If you want to ask about day, so it will give you the day of today. In this way, we are having 4 types: date, here month, day and year. So these are the topics that we studied. Now we are going to start new topic. It is chart. What is a chart? Basically, a chart is an effective way to represent the data in pictorial form. Normally, we are also representing the things, but it is to represent the data in pictorial form. Why we are using it? Because if we are using these all in pictorial form, then it is easy to analyze and it is easy to compare. Normally, why we are using charts? To compare among many ones. So, it is easy to compare when we are using this chart. Now, what are the components of chart? Basically, there are 8 components of chart. They are chart title, x-axis, y-axis, plot area, data series, data labels, grid lines and the chart area. So, I am going to describe you where these all are there. Chart is of this type. So on the page that we are using for this is known as chart area. Okay, so this is clear. It includes all the things that is related to the chart. It is known as chart area. Now when we are going to make any chart, when we are going to prepare any notes, we give a title. Everywhere we give a title. And the title is having all the title shows all the contents of the page. Okay, same work we are doing here. Here we are giving chart title. It shows the aim of the contents of the chart, means what this chart want to show. Okay, suppose I am giving this chart title as students marks. So it is the chart title. Now, when we make a chart, we represent it by using 2 axes. One is x-axis and one is y-axis. X-axis is known as horizontal axis and y-axis is known as vertical axis. Okay. X-axis is also known as category axis and y-axis is also known as value axis. Now, when we are going to plot anything, so for this at first we should have some values on x-axis also and y-axis. What we represent on x-axis? Basically, we represent the data labels here. Suppose I am going to represent the marks of your students. So these are suppose Dhruv, Neha, Mohit, Krish. So these are the names and these students marks I am going to represent, and here I am going to represent the marks 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. Okay, now this area where we are plotting is known as plot area. Okay, so suppose Dhruv has scored some marks. So suppose suppose I am going to represent two subject marks here. So downside I will give few legends here. Legends are, suppose I am going to represent 5 subject marks. Then how we are able to identify among these all? To identify, we gives a different colors to it, and in this way we can represent it very easily and we can find it also. Suppose I am going to represent here data of two subjects. So first is English, second is Hindi. So in this way I am representing English marks, and by using this bar or the slice I am representing the marks of Hindi. Suppose group has scored 40 marks. So I am of English. So this is 40 marks. In Hindi he scored 30 marks. So in this way I am going to represent. These are English marks and these are Hindi marks. In this way, suppose Neha has scored 70 marks in English and 40 marks in Hindi. So these are the differentiation among these bar and slashes. Now what are the grid lines? Grid lines are the lines that we used to evaluate that what marks we have scored. These are horizontal lines also and these are vertical. Suppose Dhruv has scored 40 marks. So this line will come here and this is known as grid line. Neha 30 marks. This is the grid line 60. So these lines we are using to locate the exact data and they are known as grid lines. Now next is legends. They were legends. Total area is chart area. Okay. So these are the series that we are using to plot value. The value that we are representing through bar or slices. These are bars. These are bars. In this way we are representing. So these are known as data series. Okay. So the parts are, first is chart title. Suppose student marks, x-axis, third part y-axis, fourth part the area we are plotting the chart is known as plot area, fifth part data series, this is the data series. Next is data labels, these are the data labels, names are the data labels. Next are grid lines, these are the horizontal or vertical lines that I am locating here, and the last one is legends. These are the legends that I am using to describe it. Now, how to insert a chart means how can we insert a chart? So, to insert a chart, at first we have to use a sheet and Excel sheet, and this Excel sheet I have to enter few data. Suppose I have written here 2, 4, 10, 15 or 16. These are the marks English, Hindi. Suppose for one student we are describing. In this way I am locating. So at first I have to select this range. Okay. The first step is to select the range of cells. Second is you have to click on the insert tab. Okay. Upside you will get a tab that is home. Beside it you will find insert tab. When you will click on insert tab, then after you will click on charts group. This was insert. Then charts group. When you will click on chart group, it will show you all the different types of charts that are available there. So you will choose, suppose here, column chart. So when you will click on column chart, it will also ask you two options for it, 2D column chart or 3D column chart. If you have selected 2D column chart, then it will give you the data that is written here in chart form. Means in this way. Suppose you want to select the data in line chart form. So you will select here line chart. In the chart group you will select the line chart. Other various different charts are there. So we will describe all the types of chart in our next video.